Hi there, and time for a shave, and this we're using the Forager 1. So I've already had a bit of use, so it's been stropped up, and a few little hints and tips. One is, before you have a shave, if you're going to do, if you're having a proper wet shave, wash your face first. Always does, definitely helps. Some of this stuff from a few things I got off my dad when I was a bit young, a lot younger. But yep, always have a wash first. Then, when you're shaving, use proper shaving foam. Don't be just tempted to just skimp off and use soap. Shaving foam is designed to fluff up. It gets under the bristles and under the hairs and helps hold them up, which all helps to give you a cleaner shave. And if you're part way through the shave and it's taken a while and you need to stop and put more on, do that. Don't try and do it on the dry face. And on the first time, you'll see that I'll do this over 2 occasions. Don't go mad, because as you scrape down, you're taking all the foam and everything off, obviously. Don't keep going over the same place. If your blade's sharp enough, you should get virtually everything off the first time. So, right. And keep it wet and keep it clean. So, here we go. Hopefully I've got room here, because I've got a blooming cupboard door just out of sight there, but hopefully I've got room. Bit easier to match both sides up sometimes. And the idea with the other hand is keeping the skin taut. If you keep the skin a bit tauter, nice and stretched, it keeps the hair up and doesn't pull as much. Oh, cut myself, bugger. Just grab a bit of tissue. Damn. Just touch the lip. Unfortunately, it always looks a lot worse than it is because there's a lot of blood around that area. Nice though, I didn't even feel it. And then just taking a little bit of time around the curved areas, because you need to try and keep a steady angle. There we go. Ooh, getting soap in my mouth now. There we go. And again, just trying to, make all the funny faces. Oh, put it on. Make all the funny faces of to keep the skin tight. A few last 2 or 3 times I've had a shave like this. I haven't cut myself. I'm doing it on camera, and of course I have to bloody cut myself, don't I? Stick a bit of tissue on that. And I'll just sit there. There we go. Clyde out there whinging because he He wants his morning walk. And that's the other thing, don't be tempted to see like you see on telly, where they're going just nice and steady, keep it shaved. As you're taking the bristles off, it keeps it moving forward. Bit of hair there, Mr. Hair. Oh. She'll stop eventually. A little bit of soap helps to act as a styptic or a hemolytic. That's why with all the shaving gear in the olden days, you always used to find a styptic stick on the shaving stone. Which was designed just to rub into any cuts you got. Don't see them anymore. And then put a little bit more on that chin. And so if it starts to dry out, get a bit of soap on there. And then, this is a little trick my dad taught me when I was younger. Like I say, instead of going mad at it, give it another quick go. Obviously that's the vast bulk of the work done, and this tends to be much quicker the second time around. A little bit of foam, and you'll feel it yourself. There we go. And this is just a quick, steady once over to just get off any little stragglers and rough spots. As you can hear, the vast bulk of it's already gone, it's just odd little bits. Just hear that odd hair catching that I've missed. Trying not to cut my lip again. All I'm doing down here is I've got a little towel, and it's just, I give the blade a rinse, being careful not to touch the ceramic, and then just wipe it, just make sure the soap's off. It just stops it from building up near the edge. Alright, Clyde, we're going for a walk in a minute. Got another one there now. Looks like my chin there. Always a dodgy bit, just get the chin. Bit of work on the chin. That's unless you haven't got one. And then I always like to rinse. And rinse off, I tend to do in cold water. So shaving warm but rinsing cold or cool. Ready for the day. Hope you found that reasonably interesting. And there's the tool in question. My little Forager one. Comes in different sizes. Did a bit of work. If anybody's interested in the bevel on this actually, though most razors are down to a 22-degree bevel, this has actually been made with a 14-degree primary bevel, and then I put a micro bevel on of 30 degrees. So that's actually a shave with a 30-degree bevel, not what would be a standard wet razor, like a flat razor. So they'd be about 22 degrees. However, well stropped, well up to the work, and that's what I would term that as a traditional Scandinavian grind, not a Scandi grind, a traditional Scandinavian grind. If you look at a lot of their older knives, you'll see how the grind goes quite a way up the blade, much higher than it would with a Scandi grind, but that's a big different topic. But then they will put a micro bevel on, because without that the edge just wouldn't be tough. It would be a 14-degree edge without the micro bevel. So that's what that is. It's a 14-degree primary and a 30-degree micro bevel, or very, very tiny bevel anyway. So yeah, so hope you found that reasonably interesting. Bit of aftershave balm and we're sorted. So with that, time to walk the dogs, and I'll catch you on the flip side, guys.